Everyone, please welcome Missouri Realtors past president, Larry Keating.
Welcome to the 2023 Missouri Realtors and Missouri Women's Council of Realtors Installation Banquet. I'm honored to serve as your host for this evening's event. It is my pleasure to first recognize the 2022 Missouri Women's Council of Realtors leadership. Please stand when I read your name. President, Tammy Cheryl Short. President-elect, Terri Gilgour. First Vice President, Jerry Moore. Treasurer, Denise Pittman. And State Liaison, Lynn Van Meter. And of course, our 2022 Missouri Realtors leadership team, all of whom I know many of us in this room are proud to call friends and colleagues, starting with President John Mayfield. President-elect Andrea Sheridan. Treasurer Derek Schriever. Treasurer-elect Bobby Howe. Immediate past president Janet Rodriguez Judd. And CEO Brianna Van Strom. Before dinner is served, we want to thank the organizations and individuals who are major sponsors for this evening's event. Their generous financial support has made tonight possible. You can find their names in your program, but we would like to make special mention of the following. Please hold your applause until the end. USA Mortgage, Keller Williams, Kansas City Regional Association of Realtors, Security First Title, RE/MAX Heritage, RE/MAX Regional Services, Tri-Lake Board of Realtors, St. Louis Realtors, and last but not least, Platinum Title LLC. Thank you all very much. We're also pleased to welcome our honored guests and industry leaders. Please stand when I announce your name. My friend, Kenny Parcell, National Association of Realtors President. Steve LaRue, NAR Vice President for Region 9. Karen Gailey, CEO of Kansas Association of Realtors. Thomas Howe, President of Kansas Association of Realtors. Brittany Tomlinson, Executive Director, Missouri Real Estate Commission. And Damian Bowley, Smithville Mayor, with wife Kelly and daughter Anastasia. Mayor Bowley. Next, I have the honor on recognizing the 2023 leaders of our institutes, societies, and councils. If you represent one of these distinguished groups, CCIM, SIOR, RRC, RLI, or any other one of our affiliated national organizations, please stand as a group and be recognized. As officers, I know you will represent your fellow designees, and members to the highest standards of our worthy profession. Please stand if you're in any of those organizations. Thank you. At this time, we want to welcome Smithville Mayor Damian Bowley, as well as Ava Sheridan and Kyle Anderson to the stage. While they're making their way up, please stand and turn your attention to the back of the room to acknowledge the Olathe Police Department Honor Guard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
You may now be seated. I'd now like to turn your attention to the screens and welcome Jennifer Justice of the Kansas City Regional Association of Realtors to deliver this evening's invocation and inspirational message. Jennifer?
Thank you, Larry.
You're going to be up there, huh?
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to bow our heads for a word of prayer. Holy Father, we come to this beautiful celebration overflowing with gratitude. Humbly, we ask a special prayer upon Andrea's journey of leadership for this year. We are all so very blessed to be on this journey together and united. With a real estate focus, we are glad to advance our great association and protect private property rights. Lord, we know that our industry comes with many gifts, but also many challenges. And we pray for your guidance as we conduct the business of this great association and help to encourage each other as we get the honor to guide our clients in one of the most important decisions they make in their life. We know that each member shines bright with many unique gifts and talents. We ask that all of those gifts work together harmoniously for amazing results. We thank you, Lord, for this precious time together to celebrate this amazing human being. Please bless this food to our bodies, nourish us, and give the fuel to carry out our goals. Amen.
We have a very robust program tonight, followed by a special dessert reception. At this time, we will begin to serve dinner. Please enjoy great music by the Gerald Spates Jazz Trio, and the program will resume promptly at 7:30. Thank you. Okay, those of you that haven't finished, go ahead and finish your meal. We're going to go ahead and start the program so we can keep it on track here. So, before we continue our program this evening, I would like to ask that you join me in honoring the past presidents of Missouri Realtors for the countless hours and boundless energy they have given and continue to give to this great association. Will all past presidents of Missouri Realtors please stand to be recognized? Now, please welcome to the stage Brian Jared, 2022 Chair of RPAC Missouri, for this evening's RPAC Hall of Fame recognition.
In 2001, trustees of the National Realtors Political Action Committee established the RPAC Hall of Fame. The Realtors whose contributions resulted in an aggregate lifetime total of at least $25,000. Each year, a small select few are inducted into this prestigious group at the Realtor legislative meetings and Trade Expo in Washington, D.C. Their names are etched into the plaque of the rooftop of the Realtor building in our nation's capital. Before we welcome those who were inducted in 2022, let's honor the Missouri Realtors who have already achieved this incredible milestone. With the Hall of Fame members through 2021, please stand to be recognized. In May, Missouri had the following new inductions into the NAR RPAC Hall of Fame. As these individuals stand to be recognized, I would kindly ask that you hold your applause until the end. At the $25,000 level, Jeff Kester. Please hold to the end. Larry Cobb, Jennifer Langston Justice, John Mayfield, Beverly Taki, and Kip Cooper. At the $75,000 level, Joyce Thomas. I'm sorry, at the $50,000 level, Joyce Thomas. Sorry, my apologies. At the $75,000 level, Jim Gamble. Please give these outstanding leaders, as well as all Realtor leaders who invest in RPAC each year, another round of applause. I would now like to recognize those elected to serve as RPAC trustees this year. Please congratulate Matt Becker, Andrea Gray, Ashley Hester for being elected to serve alongside with me as RPAC trustees in 2023.
Okay, it's now time for the 2022 Missouri Women's Council of Realtors Annual Awards. Please welcome 2022 Women's Council President Tammy Cheryl Short to the stage.
Good evening. I have 3 awards to give away tonight, and I have to say that we had all kinds of great entries, and I'm just really fortunate that I didn't have to pick any of them, but I'm super excited about the winners this year. So the first award I'd like to give out is the Women's Council State Network Member of the Year Award. Tonight's recipient has a long list of accomplishments and has been chosen from among the local network honorees to be the 2022 state winner. I have the honor tonight to present this award to a member who is the epitome of what Women's Council represents. Many in this room have grown to depend on her, look up to her, and love her. The Women's Council Member of the Year Award goes to Lynn Van Meter from Kansas City. Congratulations on an honor well deserved. I will now present the Missouri State Women's Council of Realtors 2022 Entrepreneur of the Year Award. Sorry. Tonight, I present an award that gets down to business, successful business. This person is outstanding as a career example, as well as a contributing member to their chapter, local board, and her community. This person is a Realtor member who has answered the challenge to not only stay in the real estate business, but to show that she can succeed as well. It is my honor to present this award to a member I've watched rise to the occasion every time she's been called upon. I met her first as a rookie on our rookie panel in St. Louis when I was the president of the network there. I'd like to announce Chris Casey is getting the Entrepreneur of the Year award.
Congratulations. I'm so excited. You're awesome.
The final Women's Council Award of the evening is the 2022 Excel Award, which goes to a relative novice. The recipient must be a member of Women's Council for 3 consecutive years or less. As a new member of the local Women's Council chapter, this winner has shown that they know how to jump in and get involved quickly. They have demonstrated excellence in cooperation, leadership, and education. They have been selected from all the chapter award winners as outstanding in this category. I've never met anyone who carries the Women's Council brand message with enthusiasm quite to the degree that the recipient tonight does. She is unbelievable in her recruitment, her encouragement to others, and her excitement. I'd like to award this Excel Award to Chrissy Horner from the St. Louis Network. Congratulations to all 3 of you for making a difference in our industry and to Missouri Women's Council. I will now invite Lynn Van Meter to the stage to conduct the Women's Council of Realtors officer installation.
My hair has changed so many times, we need a new picture. Where do you have me? Okay. Oh, there's your awards. She didn't turn the pages. Okay. I have the joyous distinction of conferring the installation on our Women's Council of Realtors officers tonight. In our life of every organization, it falls to the lot of some to lead and many to follow. Today, we pay tribute to the retiring officers and salute our new leaders. These members are elevated for a brief time as officers to plan, work, and serve. Then they step back and follow while others lead on. Will you join me in recognizing the 2022 Women's Council officers who are retiring? Officers, will you please stand? I lost one. There she is. We are all aware of the time and effort you have invested in Women's Council. At this time, I would like to offer special recognition to our own Tammy Cheryl Short, who has served as our Women's Council president this year. Tammy, would you come forward? This is one of the This was one of my favorite awards to receive because we know how much work each and every one of us put into it.
Sorry, I have to get my notes out here. I've been honored to serve as the president of Women's Council this year, but wow, it's gone by quickly, as I'm sure John can attest to as well. I could have not done it without with so many people here tonight in this room, especially my leadership team and the local network presidents. I'm encouraged to know we've made strides in growing leaders and fostering a sense of sisterhood that makes us stronger together. I leave this post hoping to have made a difference somewhere with someone and look forward to watch Women's Council and its ideals thrive in the years to come. It's been my privilege to serve you all.
It says 3 minutes max. I think she made it. You have all served well, and undoubtedly you have gained experience which you will always retain. Your new role will be to help and support the officers who follow. Our heartfelt thanks to you. Please give these officers a round of applause. I now declare these offices vacant. Would the newly elected 2023 officers for the Women's Council State Network please come forward as I call your name? President-elect Jerry Moore. First Vice President Becky Klein. Treasurer Dave Short. And our state liaison, Tammy Cheryl Short. All of you have definitely jobs to perform, but most importantly, you can create a strong support system for the president. Your duties include serving on the governing board and any other extra special assignments which the president may choose. I would now like to introduce our 2023 Missouri Council, Women's Council President, Terri Gilgour. Terri, it is exciting to install you. We have been through lots over the years, and I'm so happy to see you in this job now in the highest position that we can bestow our Women's Council members for the state. We all look forward to your leadership, that you will bring us great success and harmony in all you undertake in 2023. Are each of you ready to accept the responsibilities of your various office? Please raise your right hands. Do you solemnly promise and swear to administer the office to which you have been elected to the best of your judgment and ability, conforming to the bylaws of the Women's Council of Realtors, observing and enforcing at all times the Code of Ethics, and supporting at all times the activities and interests of the Women's Council of Realtors? Then by the virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I declare each of you to be duly and officially installed in your respective offices, and I extend to you my heartfelt congratulations and good wishes. Members, may I present to you the officers of the Missouri Women's Council of Realtors for 2023. Terri, you can make a few remarks.
Well, they said I have 3 minutes, and I'll probably be maybe even shorter than Tammy because I'm getting a little verklempt up here, as they say. My journey in Women's Council started, as many of us, kind of drug in, kicking and screaming. And I wasn't sure that this was for me. I have been surrounded by so many people. These people, all of you, who have supported me and encouraged me. And it's not just about how it has helped my career. It is about the people that care. Goodness. These women and men, sorry, Dave, have been by my side for years through thick and thin. And recently, a lot of thick. I want to thank my family who couldn't be here tonight for various reasons. My husband is sick, and my son just looked at me like I was crazy when I invited him to Realtor prom. And my daughter lives in a different state, so they couldn't be here, but I think of these people as my family. And I think of all of you as my family. And I look forward to serving, and I hope that I can do as good of a job as those that went before me. Thank you.
Congratulations to Terri and the Women's Council leadership. Great job. Before we move on to the recognition of our 2022 Missouri Realtor President, I would like to recognize two very special individuals. In September, we recognized our Missouri Realtor of the Year, Bob Bax, and Realtor Salesperson of the Year, Melissa Anus. We would like to take a moment to recognize them one last time. Bob and Melissa, would you please come to the stage to receive your respective pins? Now, please join me in welcoming Missouri Realtors 2022 immediate past president, Janet Rodriguez Judd, to the stage.
Now, please join me in welcoming the Missouri Realtors 2022 immediate past president, John Mayfield, to the stage. No, did I say it? Yeah. Everything's different. There was a different podium for rehearsal and all that good stuff. So I had the honor of giving the Eagle speech to John, there he is, as my past president. as my president-elect. And so what I want to say is that eagles are considered the king of birds because of their large size, their strength, their speed, their natural ferocity, and the terror it inspires in other birds. And that made me think of John Mayfield. That was perfect for me to do this. So, John, I am honored. I am honored to present you with this bronze eagle as a gift for your service and leadership as president of this association this year. When you see an eagle, you are put on notice to be brave, bold, and courageous. Eagles like us do not accept status quo. Instead, we soar even higher and higher in order to get others to follow us. You led this association in protecting the rights of home and property ownership. On behalf of the National Association of Realtors, the Missouri Realtors leadership team, and all the realtors of Missouri Realtors, we thank you for being such a wonderful president and for being a great friend. Thank you, John. So we have more gifts. So here's another little gift bag for him. And then here is your 2023 board president. My hands are shaking, but thank you, John. And I'm supposed to have some liquor in my hand, and I don't. But let's give a toast to John Mayfield. Hear, hear. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. And I only have 3 minutes too, and I promise it will be brief. This is Andrea's night, so I want her to have her night. But I do want to say thank you to several people. First of all, my leadership team, Janet Judd, immediate past president. I appreciate Janet so much. We got to travel together, and I learned so much from her, and really learned so much from everyone. I told Brenda Oliver the other day, I said, it seems like yesterday that I was on your leadership team. And Jeff Kester, and just so many. Nate Johnson was part of my journey there. And so thank you all, I appreciate that. But Andrea Sheridan, my president-elect, and your new president, and I'm telling you what, you are in great hands with her. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better president-elect, and I mean that, so. Thank you. I'm not going to cry, okay? I promise I won't. I wanted Gary to play Ted Nugent because that's what I came out to last year, you know, Stranglehold. So Gary, if I cry, just cut the music. People at home will hang with us and just play Stranglehold, and that'll get me re-engaged to the audience, okay? But Andrea, she's just a great leader, and so I'm so excited to serve with her. Derek Schriever, he's your president-elect now, great guy, and so knowledgeable. Bobby Howe, treasurer, I've just learned so much from Bobby and appreciate her. Brian Jarrett, who's coming up. You got some great people coming up, and then Brianna Vanstrom, our CEO. Thank you all so much, I appreciate you. Of course, I couldn't have done it without the staff. You know, January 1st this year, I woke up and I thought, last year I woke up on January 1st and I was CEO-less. And I thought, oh my gosh, how am I going to get through this year? But you know, staff, thank you. We have the best staff that's out there, and I mean that so much. Thank you. Thank you. And my daughters are watching from home, so I love them. And my wife, so I love her. She would have been here tonight, but she couldn't come. So I'm not going to cry. Let's get Ted going for a minute. So I got just a few slides I want to share with you real quickly, because you all know my story. And I open with this slide that should be up on the overhead any moment. And most of you have heard this. It was April 7th, 2007 that I wanted to quit. And I met this lady, Kelly Swanson, who came to my leadership orientation. And Kelly's a storyteller. And Kelly helped me with story. She said, you got to tell a story when you go out and speak. And I used to just bawl through this story. And I cried out. I cried myself through it. And so I stood on the front row to watch Ted Nugent 2 blocks from where I was inaugurated. But anyway, so I go on iStock Photo, true story, and I type in, I quit. And I see this graphic, and I thought, I like that graphic. That's the one I want. And then I said, oh my gosh, there's a 7 there. It was April 7th that I wanted to quit. So, you know the story. My wife and I build our dream home. We're living the dream. April 7th, we have a late spring freeze. We lose our crop. The bank I go to work for is on the watch list. Like, my world's turned upside down. And I wanted to quit. So I'm speaking for NAR in San Diego. I meet this guy from France. He says, he doesn't know I'm living in a 2-bedroom apartment in LA, Lower Arnold, Missouri. We sold everything we had. Literally sold everything we had. That's a view from our apartment. I took that picture. That's what I looked at every day. And when I was crying in September, because I'm watching you all at the Winter Business Conference, and I'm sitting there looking at that with a glass of wine and a baguette and fresh cheese, and you all are having the time of your life at the Winter Business Conference, and I'm like, man, I miss that. And my wife encouraged me that you can do it. So here's one day I'm reading this book from Marcus Bach called Serendipity. It's a great book. Marcus Bach's from Kansas City. And I read this quote in the book, and it changed my whole life. Because like I'm out trying to get my goals every day. And when you read that quote, it's like, you know, what's going on today is so important to us. Like, enjoy today. We all fail. We all have junk in our life. But you know what? We only have today. I think that's why it's so important. I heard this guy the other day, he was talking about being gratitude for today. And he said, there's 4 words in the Lord's Prayer. He said, think about it. 4 important words. Give us this day. And so I want you to just remember to enjoy every day. Be mindful of the people around you and share your story. You know, I always heard a guy say, you're only one person away from someone who can change your life. I was one person away. The guy who inducted me last year, who I forgot to thank, I was so caught up in the moment, I thought, oh my gosh, I forgot to thank Gilgour. He changed my life. But then I learned as I went along, we're only one person away from someone's life we can change. I want you to do that. You've changed my life. I'm so grateful and thankful, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you.
Okay, it is now my honor to invite Kenny Parcell, your 2023 President of National Association of Realtors, to the stage to install the 2023 officers and President of Missouri Realtors. I think it's yours now.
Well, it's an honor to be here. For some that think it's Realtor Prom, I am grateful to be back in the prom situation. Lynn mentioned she had a different color hair on her photography when she came up. I would be grateful for any hair. I started out in this business with a full head of hair in 26 years. This is kind of what it's done to you. So you all are incredible people, incredible staff. Thank you for your years of kindness. I always say you're not governed by the majority, you're governed by the majority that participates. And I hope you all pause for a minute and look around at the legends that have participated, not just with the Missouri Realtors or the local, but on behalf of our 1.6 million members. We are where we are with the brand because of the people sitting at your table. You're some of the finest, most kind, generous people that I know. So thank you for taking care of so many people and taking care of the brand, because the brand is you and the brand is us, and we all bring something to the brand. I always like to start out, after the pandemic, we had got to be more critical of others and critical of ourselves, so I always like to start with a few attributes of some of your people. I'll start with Larry Keating. It's loyalty, and the side note on Larry is, when I was running for this office, I was running unopposed, but I asked Larry to be my campaign manager. I really wanted Sharon, but I settled for Larry. But I love Larry's loyalty. Richard Mendenhall is honor. Elizabeth Mendenhall, one of my best friends. Your RVP, Steve LaRue, is passion. Your very great hire that you hired, Brianna, is her energetic. Barb Boardman, 150,000 in RPAC. He's an icon. Nate Johnson is charismatic, something that you may or may not know. The two highest appointments you can appoint within the National Association of Realtors is that of a vice president. It's a presidential appointment. Tracy Casper has asked Nate Johnson to be her vice president, which is a very big deal. One thing I love to do as a volunteer, they can't fire you, so I just let the cat out of the bag. I also get to pick what's called a liaison. You have 15 individuals that represent 1.6 million, and I chose Michelle Walker from St. Louis to be one of my liaisons as well. Before we have your leadership come up, I wanted to pause for a minute and just let you know of a few things were coming. I do love your state. I know it is the show me state. I spent some time in Kansas City playing with the Kansas City Association and some softball later this last fall. Still, my hamstrings are still pulled from that. But we do have the Broker Summit coming up in the 17th and 18th of April. Why is that important, and why was I so insistent? Is because I know what you all are going through with the lawsuits. It's not fun right now. And so we are bringing our best brokers throughout the country and asking you for your support with Kip and his team. And we are going to, I never want to do a program that I don't want to attach my name to it. And so if you're available on the 17th and 18th of April, we are coming to you. And then also the Riding with the Brand Tour, if you've heard about it, it is where we do a good job sometime marketing to the consumers. We don't do a good job marketing to you all, the people that pay the dues. And so we're doing the Riding with the Brand event, and that will be on July 17th, and it's going to be a big shindig, and we hope you come to support, and we're going to give you the very best. I will give you my very best. My time to get up now, I'm sleeping faster, is 3 a.m. So if I'm sleeping faster to give you all that I have. And in closing, in September, I spent some time in Ukraine, and that was a life-changing event, being in a real war city. And I could share all kinds of stories about it, but here's one thing that I will share. 14 days ago, I got a call from a friend that's actually a realtor and he lives in Kyiv. And they don't have what you all have in Missouri with housing developments. They have more apartment buildings. And so when your staircase gets blown out, you are forced to run the gauntlet of trying the elevator. There is no other option if you want to go to your apartment. And blackouts can go from 5 to 7 days, which means no heat and no power and no water. And so my friend runs the gauntlet, and as you would expect, hops in the elevator, and the power goes out. It's cold in Ukraine, and it's dark, and you have no cell service. And you pause for a minute to wonder if this will be your tomb, and when will somebody find you? There's no restroom and no food and no way to keep warm. He stayed in there for 20 hours, and finally the power came on, and he was able to go home. I think it's important to remember to pause every so often to be grateful for what you do have and not what you don't have. If my steak's not cooked the way I like my steak, it doesn't really matter anymore. I hope that you all just pause for a minute, and things aren't real great with what's going on with the lawsuits or interest rates and inflation and affordable housing and no inventory, but we still have something to sell. We still have the ability to turn on the water faucet, to have a warm shower for the most part, and to have what we have. And so I challenge you to be better today than you were yesterday, and be better tomorrow than you were today, and it will be good. And with that, I'm going to welcome up your leadership team minus Andrea, President-elect Derek Schriever, Treasurer Bobby Howe, Treasurer-elect Brian Jared, immediate past President John Mayfield. So you might wonder, what would be their attribute? Derek, inquisitive. Bobby, she's all heart. Brian, he's thoughtful. And as you already figured out, John Mayfield is a storyteller. I love this group. It's a thankless job serving sometimes, so make sure you thank them. Please raise your right arm. Do you solemnly affirm that you will do the best of your ability to live to and abide by the Realtor Code of Ethics and the bylaws and policies of the Missouri Association of Realtors, and further pledge to diligently for the growth, development, welfare of the members of the association? In all, what I'm going to ask, will you give your best? And I'm looking for an I will. By the virtue that's conferred upon me, please congratulate your 2023 leadership team. Thank you. I challenge you all to reach out, text them, congratulate them, be kind. And with that, Andrea, will you please come to the stage? Besides wearing a great dress, what would we say about Andrea? Scott, do you all have a dog at home? Several. 3 dogs, several dogs. I think the most thankless job of that in volunteer realtor service is that of a state president. I think the second less job is a spouse or significant other of a realtor state president. So Scott, thank you. Ava, thank you. So it's been fun to watch. I always think it's the president for the right season. One thing I know about Andrea is this: she's kind, she's caring, she always has a smile, she's always asking what's best for the member, and she's always just trying to give her best. I cannot think of another person that's more poised and ready to serve on any state in this country than what you have in front of you. She is going to be dynamic. I ask for your support, your kindness, because I know she's going to give you your very best, and she's always going to give you her best smile. And so, Andrea, thank you. Are you ready? All right. Raise your right arm. As president of the most prominent trade organization in the state of Missouri, you are accepting the position of leadership, the utmost importance. Andrea, when they think of real estate, when your governor, the members of your legislature think of real estate, they're going to think of you. Will you promote the rights of private property rights, the code of ethics, and in all acts be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play? And will you give your best, and I'm looking for, and I will.
Yes, I freaking will.
I've heard a freaking will. Will you please congratulate your 2023 president, Andrea Sheridan. I will. I am a little careful. Last thing, one thing we do on Sunday is we have these little branding irons that we brand blocks of wood. No two blocks are the same. They're all different. They all have the general thing. And this is my own little personal gift with a little heartfelt note to Andrea of why she's riding with the brand, and hopefully she reflects on it. You could go buy a fancy plaque or trophy, but this was made with love from Salem, Utah. So with that, congratulate her again.
Hold on. I have pockets in my dress so I can hide magical things. All right, here we go. All right, thank you guys all so much for being here tonight. As you've probably noticed, the theme for tonight is rainbow. So you might be asking yourself, what does this meteorological miracle have to do with Missouri Realtors? Well, let's look at the science behind the creation of a rainbow. A rainbow is created when white light from the sun refracts as it enters the raindrop. And then it reflects off the back of the raindrop and comes out as a rainbow. And if a rainbow were all the same color, yeah, it'd be pretty spectacular. But the rainbow, because of the refraction of light, is a prism that creates all different colors, which when I look out at this room, not only because of the amazing decorations that Maria put together, which are fantastic, I think of our members. And no two people see a rainbow the same way. And technically there is no end to any rainbow. So each rainbow is unique to you, just like each of you are unique to our association. The work that we do here in the association is similar to that. We take a lot of diverse, We take a lot of diverse individuals from across the state. We bounce the light of ideas off the walls of issues challenging our industry. And from the willingness of people shining their light, the rainbow of progress is made with what we do here. So our theme this year is Shine Your Light. And while I can't promise you a year without rain or storms or some clouds that might pass through our industry, I know that we can use our collective skills to shine our light through the rain that we might experience to create beautiful rainbows of hope and an even better tomorrow. And every great theme needs a great acronym, so I'm asking you and challenging you this year to shine your light, L-I-G-H-T, in 2023. So the L is love. And that starts with identifying and loving your own unique gifts. Because when we're confident and we love the gifts that we have, it gives us the confidence to love and appreciate and acknowledge the different gifts that other people have. I invite. Invite others to share their strengths. We need to name each other's strengths, acknowledge them in other people, and put your voice and words to other people's strength, and show them how they could shine in our rainbow of Missouri Realtors. G, grow. Healthy things grow and stagnant things die. So share what you've learned, not only here when you're here in our association meetings, but out in your industry, because a rising tide raises all ships, and we can perpetuate the growth cycle anytime we share what we've learned with someone else, raising the level of professionalism in our industry and just strengthening the realtor brand that we have. H, help. When you see someone who needs your help, shine your light. When you're dealing with a not-so-professional co-op, shine your light. When you have a distressed client, shine your light. And T, time. Where are you investing your time for the greatest impact on the world? As Tara, our opening session speaker taught us, not all time is created equal. Time is going to pass, whether you plan and execute the life of your dreams or just let it flow like the sands through the hourglass. The work we do here matters and will shape the future of our industry. I want to thank and honor each of you for your investment of time and all of your unique and amazing talents to our great association. I want to leave you tonight with one of my favorite poems, Our Deepest Fear by Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within each of us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. I'm so thankful for my friends and my family who are with me here tonight. To my amazing husband, Scott, I love you more. You're my rock, I love you. You, like everyone before me has said, this is our Realtor family, and I am so looking forward to serving alongside each and every one of you this year. And thank you so much for your dedication, your expertise, and your passion to our real estate industry. Shine your light.
Before we conclude, please turn your attention to the screens for a special message from Kip Cooper, CEO of the Kansas City Regional Association.
Well, congratulations, Andrea. We are so excited to have you as our 2023 Missouri Realtors President. I know working shoulder to shoulder with you for all these years at KCRER that you're going to do an amazing job as Missouri Realtors President. And I just want to congratulate you on behalf of all of our KCRER Realtors, our volunteers, our staff. We know you're going to do an amazing job. We're so excited for you, and we wish you and your leadership team the absolute best 2023.
As we conclude this evening's program, we'd like for you to join us for a dessert reception in the Empire Room. And that concludes it. So thank you for joining us tonight. Congratulations to our new presidents.